Hey, what's on guys, Twinfam Gaming here, and today we'll be reacting to "This Teacher Will Make You Lose Hope in Humanity." I already lost hope in humanity, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Oh my god.
Let's start video.
And a big bombshell from Brittany Zamora, a teacher behind bars serving time after having sex with one of her elementary school students. Brittany Zamora is now filing for divorce from her husband more than 2 years after her arrest.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right, fellas, you know the deal. Get your flasks out. We're going to have to down a pint of vodka before we dissect this story here. Man, listen, I know that this is an old story, right? This happened a couple of years back, but there are new developments now that I know that you guys need to hear about. As soon as I heard the updates, I knew I had to
Welcome back.
share it with the fellas here. We're gonna get into it. What happened with this teacher? This is a crazy story, man. This is insane. So if you guys are new, make sure you subscribe, okay? Turn on notifications so you can be part of the buzz every single time a new video goes live. And last but not least, of course, watch the entire video. Don't be a bitch. Now, fellas, this story originally started a couple of years back. It was before I was on YouTube, so obviously I've never made a video about it. So just for the sake of getting everybody on the same page here, just in case you might have missed it, we're just gonna review the entire story quickly, and then we're gonna get into the new developments that are happening here. So let me introduce you to Brittany Zamora, former teacher who is convicted of having sex with a student, sentenced to 20 years in jail by a judge, which is actually pretty surprising to me. But when I tell you guys the age of the...
Is it just me, or this girl had some surgery done? Look at her face.
victim, maybe it's not so surprising. Maybe it should have been more. Maybe it's surprising because it's low. But, you know, obviously, this is a hot teacher, right? We can all agree on that. So she would be hot in real life, in my opinion. You know, I wouldn't say she's like smoking hot, but I've definitely accidentally stumbled into less attractive females, whether on purpose or accidental. But as a real life rating, I could give her like a 6 or a 7. I'd probably go with a 7, right? She's not overly super hot. She's definitely not ugly though, okay? But then we have to remember, she's a teacher. So, you know, a teacher is a whole different scale, man. Like there's 2 rating systems, right? There's anybody that you would see in real life, and then there's people in a professional setting. So, you know, for example, a teacher, a professor, someone you work with, a coworker, a doctor, you know, just a whole separate world of rating scale. So I would say for a teacher, she's probably a 9 or a 10, right? I mean, even average looking to slightly above average looking teachers are definitely talked about inappropriately among their students. So Brittany Zamora here, she's definitely high on the scale. But don't let looks deceive you, man, okay? So the student she had sex with, she was convicted of actually doing it, okay? It's not alleged, it's confirmed, was 13 years old, bro, okay? Real talk right now, man. It's like, I can't even make a joke about that. That's straight up rape. And one thing that I noticed about this story, like every headline I read about it, none of the headlines actually used the word rape. It was all either sexual assault or molested, but they never actually used rape. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison. So according to this article here, it says, former Goodyear teacher Brittany Zamora has been sentenced to
20 years in prison, the lowest possible sentence allowed for her crime after pleading guilty to molesting a 13-year-old student. 20 years, teacher about 30 something. She's gonna be hella old when she gets out.
20 years in prison, the lowest possible sentence allowed for her crime after pleading guilty to molesting a 13-year-old student. So there you go, right there. 2 examples of living life on easy mode. She got the lowest possible sentence allowed for her crime, and not only that, but the news covers it up and calls it molestation. It was rape. It's literally rape. It goes without saying, of course. We don't even have to say this, right? But we all know for a fact, if a 27-year-old male teacher, because that's how old she was at the time, had sex with a 13-year-old female student, you know those 2 things ain't true. He is not getting the minimum sentence allowed, and he is certainly not getting the word molested used or sexual assault. It's going to be raped all over the headlines. Doesn't make it okay, obviously. We don't even have to point that.
Social double standard for you. It's just how life is. Girl get easy mode on Minecraft, boy get hardcore mode.
Out, but I mean, who would have seen this coming? Well, the victim's parents did, of course. It says right here that the parents of both boys had expressed concern that Zamora would get a lighter sentence because she is a young...
Thank you for the follow. Show feet. What a username.
An attractive woman. The parents of the boy who was abused asked for the maximum sentence. Of course they did, man. I mean, their son got raped. It says both boys because there was actually an instance where she was having sex with a kid in her classroom while there was another 11-year-old student there watching. I mean, like, dude, that's it. Like, there's no jokes for that. That's just fucked up, you know? It's not even one of those situations where it's like, oh, where were these teachers when I was in high school, right? Like, no, dude. First of all, it's elementary school. And second of all, it's not like, you know, if the kid was 17 or if he was 18, we could probably laugh this one off. We could probably give him a high five. I think he would be okay. But inappropriate texting and having sex with a 13-year-old and then doing it in front of
Wait a minute. Middle school, 13-year-old. I remember when I was 7. No, I was 7, and I'm in 2nd grade. So 2nd grade, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
A few minutes later.
11-year-old, you're just a monster that deserves to go to prison for the longest time. But, you know, of course, you get the minimal sentence because you're a hot young woman. Now, here's the part that makes this even worse. So, she was married at the time of this, and her husband stood by her the entire time, man. He defended her. He tried to plead with the victim's family not to contact the authorities. He stood by her side the entire time. She even said to the judge he's extremely supportive. You know, her family said he was extremely supportive, never left her side, never thought about leaving her, wasn't mad about the affair. He forgave her for everything. Now, first of all, my response to that is, what a fucking cuck loser, right? I mean, if your wife is having an affair with anybody, man, whether she's being a pedophile, rapist or not, I'm out, okay? That's it, we're done. But to do it in such an awful, like just terrible, unfaithful way, man, at work, with a child, at school, where you're risking your job, your life, your career, your marriage, everything on the line, and you're still gonna forgive her after that? I'm gonna need some explanation from this guy, man. I wish we could track him down and give him an interview, because I really want to know what the fuck is wrong with him. Here's a picture of the guy right here. This might explain it all, actually. I mean, look at the face, dude. This is the face of a soy boy new male. I don't know if he just thought he couldn't get any other pussy. You know, I don't know what his deal is, why he was so adamant about defending her and staying with her. Obviously, you know, in all reality, a really nice guy. I mean, holy shit, dude. I could never do what you did, bro. It would kill me. It would literally kill me to even find out what happened to him happened to me. But here's the big update in the story and the reason why I made this video, man. It just came out. So this was all 2 years ago, and it just came out now that she's filing for divorce from this guy. After he stayed with her, made a complete loser out of himself, humiliated that ever, like, his life will never be the same, man. What do his friends think? What does his family think? He's just a joke. Like, anybody who knows this guy, he's a joke to them. And now on top of that, she's gonna divorce him? Her divorcing him? She's the one doing it? How on earth could this happen? Here's a news story about it. Wow.
Rachel Cole joins us now. And Rachel, a lot of people are surprised that she's the one filing instead of her husband.
Guys, there are a lot of questions about why Brittany Zamora would file for divorce from her husband, who supported her through all of those criminal proceedings.
I'd love to go home to my husband.
Brittany Zamora appearing before a judge in 2018, hoping to simply go home to her husband Daniel, but now she's filing for divorce and representing herself.
As if we needed any more evidence that women ain't shit in 2020, then this goes and happens. Fellas, ain't no one safe out here, straight up. Not even me, not even the married guys. We all gotta watch our backs.
Documents reveal the Zamoras will split their Buckeye home 3366, and all their shared property, from furniture to workout equipment, even a boat.
Why is everything party B? Everything's party B, what the heck?
Will go to her soon-to-be ex-husband following the finalization of their divorce.
Oh, wait a sec. She's getting double the value of the house that he is. All right, got it. Continue.
The two tied the knot in 2015, and Daniel Zamora supported Brittany through the lengthy criminal process after she was accused of having sex with her 6th grade student. The victim's parents distraught, telling detectives what their son disclosed to them. Zamora pleading guilty and is currently serving a 20-year sentence at Perryville Prison, all while her husband of 4 years faithfully stood by her.
This guy is a pathetic fucking loser in every sense of the word. You know, that poor man, guys, honestly. And you know what? Maybe not, actually. I take it back, because it's like, maybe if you're like a kid who's being manipulated by a girl or something, you don't know any better. But this is a grown man, you know? I don't even really feel bad for him, actually. If anything, she's doing him the favor that he didn't have the balls to do himself. And even though I think he's a total complete loser, maybe this will finally lead him to a life of self-improvement, and he will find a woman to marry who won't rape children while they're married to him. I don't know. Is that too much to ask? But in all seriousness, I just wonder what changed her mind. Like, why does she all of a sudden want to get divorced? What came over her mind while she was thinking in jail there? I mean, if you could do this to a dude and he's gonna stay with you, like, first of all, you have a free pass to do whatever the hell you want for the rest of your life, because if he ain't gonna leave you over this, he ain't gonna leave you over anything. And not only that, but second of all, like, he's just the nicest dude ever. You're never gonna get a nicer guy than this, right? I mean, you already have the best husband in the world. You're not gonna upgrade from this, okay? So I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense at all. There's no logical reason why this should be happening, but it is, and this just gives me no hope for humanity whatsoever. This is awful. So anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Very interested to hear what the fellas have to say about this. We'll get a conversation going. You know, we'll figure out a reason. I'm sure there will be some good theories down in the comments, but that wraps up the video, man. I hope that you guys enjoy.
Hope that's it, and let's read the comment. There should be some good comment here. Pin me. Wow, easiest pin ever. Imagine getting cheated on with a child and then staying. Massive cringe. No one simp. She's a beautiful queen. Heart eye face emoji. It's not her fault. Cringe. Jokes on you, well, I never. Same. How is a 13-year-old still in elementary school? In some state, middle school is still counted as elementary. Oh, so that's why. Oh, I know why she's divorcing him. It's because by the time she gets out of prison, she will be able to be with the 13-year-old. Ooh, that's the best theory I heard yet. I mean, take 13 plus 20, that's 33, so I don't know, man. Is that kid go wait? Cringe. Toxic female never get mentioned. Hey. Oh, that's it for this video, guys. Hit that like button if you enjoy. If you want more, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Okay, we got this. We got this.